Hello, Drive Radio fans. Richard Rush here today with my good friend Walt McLean behind the camera. Today we're going to take a look at the 2016 Scion IM hatchback. This is all new for this year. Some of you are going to say, well, didn't you just do a review on the Scion IM? We did. That had the optional CVT transmission in it. This does have the standard 6-speed manual, so it's a little bit different of a review. We still want to give you guys a refresher. This car really is a great car, a great value for the money. As this car sits right here, $19,000 and some change. The base price of this car is about $18,000 and some change. The only options, and real quick, let me make sure I get this right. The only options available on this car: navigation, interior ambient lighting, various sport body enhancements, and performance upgrades from TRD, which is Toyota Racing Development. So it comes in one trim level. Really, if you go to purchase this Scion IM, you're going to have not many options, which for some of you, that may be a great thing. You may just be able to walk into the dealership, say, I want that car. They're going to have you check a few boxes if you want certain options on it, navigation, we mentioned the performance upgrades, things like that, and you'll be able to walk out right out the door. We were able to average miles per gallon, 30 to 31 miles per gallon, which is what this rated for with the 6-speed manual. Unlike most automatic transmissions, the automatic version of this car that we had is actually rated for about a mile per gallon better, which this car as an average is rated for 31. The automatic, or the CVT transmission, is rated for 32 miles per gallon. So you actually do better with the CVT, which again is one of its better features in terms of its availability. So with all that being said, a quick intro. Let's take a quick walk around the car. Excuse me there. Let's take a quick walk around, show you some of the features. This is the silver color. The last time that we had this car, it was that nice bright blue color, really fantastic. So as you kind of come up and see, you can see again the front end, there's no enhancements on here as far as the sport body enhancements, things like that. This is about as stock as an IM as you can possibly get. Again, the nice projector beam headlights, really like that. I really like what Scion has done there. This car, really the true selling feature for me in this vehicle is honestly the price point and the fuel economy. You're going to be hard pressed to find another car in this segment. Actually, well, this segment's very competitively priced, but you're really going to be hard to find the value as well as the Toyota quality that a lot of you love. And some of you are going to say, well, Toyota, well, Scion and Toyota, same company. Scion's just a smaller subsidiary of that. But really, it's just fantastic. You're going to see a lot of Toyota features on it. The fluting, it's hard to see right here, but you can see it right back here on the tail light. The fluting that Toyota is known for on their new vehicles. And really, you get, again, honestly, it's just a very versatile car. Who is this car for? We get that question a lot, and we'll go over this in our opinion. This car is really for urban dwellers and young people. And so you say, well, why young people? Well, honestly, because this car is meant for small, tight spaces. It's meant for if you don't have a large family, if you're going to pull into an apartment for parking spaces, or maybe you live in a downtown area, metropolitan area, you're going to do it. Really, if you live in a big neighborhood, and I mean, you might be able to step up in size. This is what this car is great for. So with that, real quick before I say that, I really do like this back end, and it's hard to see, so we're going to flip that around in just a second. Like what Scion has done here, and I do like the hatchback model, especially with how wide open this hatch does raise. So with that, we're going to take a quick drive. We're going to come back, go through the rear portion, kind of show you the hatch and that lifting up. Then we're also going to go through the interior. Then we'll wrap up with my opinion of the 2016 Scion IM. All right, fans, we're here going to go for a drive real quick. It's a lot easier to show you some of the interior features before we head out. This is your standard infotainment navigation system. This car does not have the navigation on it that you're going to find on Scions, Toyotas. That very similar system. Really nice, easy to use. As far as that, very easy to use touchscreen. A phone, for example, it is touchscreen like you'd find on most smartphones nowadays. You can swipe, do whatever you need to do there. Really, very, very simple to operate that. Again, nice screen. I love that they include a standard 7-inch touchscreen right here. You do have your nice digital clock right there. We'll talk about this more in the front seat portion, but this is your dual climate controls, which is standard, along with a lot of other different features. I mentioned the options in the opening. Really, really nice. But with that being said, we'll take a quick drive. It does have the standard rear view camera. which is really nice. In fact, we'll actually use it on the way out. Does not have the dynamic grid lines, which is the grid lines that move when you turn the steering wheel. That's not a deal breaker by any means, just something to be aware of. So you come out here, again, really nice features, really able to see it. We're gonna get driving. I love the manual and I love the clutch that they've put in here. It's very soft, it's very easy to use. If you need to teach someone how to use a stick shift, a manual transmission, this does give you the ability to do that. It's not a stiff clutch like you're finding in some of the newer cars nowadays. It's a very, very nice, soft, honestly, very easy to use and easy to maneuver system and clutch. So really fantastic. In terms of driving and gears, honestly have had no issues there. We've really been able to average a healthy 31 miles per gallon. I'm sure if my dad had been able to drive this car a little bit more, he would have been able to experience a few of the, or that aspect of it, and actually get a little bit more out of the miles per gallon aspect than what even I was able to do. So really nice features there. In terms of drivability, I really like how it drives. It's a fun, sporty vehicle. Is it going to be the class leader in terms of sportiness and body roll and hugging the corners and things like that and speed? No, not by any means. This 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine is not going to break any speed records by any stretch of the imagination, but you know what, it's going to be a reliable engine that's going to take you a lot of different places. It's going to do that for a long period of time, and you're also going to get great gas mileage while doing so. So really some nice features in here. I'm a huge fan, Scion. I think you did a great job in terms of that. With that being said, we'll actually head back now and then go through the, I guess, trunk and then the second seat, and also go through the front seat, and then we'll give you our opinion of the 2016 Scion IM hatchback. All right, fans, we're back from the driving portion. As we always say, get out, drive these cars yourself. It's the only way you're going to truly be able to learn about these vehicles and see if it fits you and your lifestyle, your friend's lifestyle potentially, and even your family's lifestyle as well. So we're here for the trunk portion, the hatchback portion, the lift gate, whatever you want to call it. No automatic lift gate on here. So you come here, the car is unlocked. There's a button right here. I pull, lift it up, and it does come open. It does have this nice, and for camera's sake, we're going to stand a little bit further back and just zoom in. Does have this nice privacy shield right here. Really is nice. It's just kind of honestly just a little plastic little piece here. You can take this out. It is attached right here with sort of these strings attached to the hatchback, so it does lift up with it, and you can pull it out. So if you need to have longer cargo, which we'll show you here in a second in terms of putting those seats down, you have the capability of doing that. Nice mat that they've put back here. Love the lift height of this. It really is fantastic. It gives you a nice wide opening to put anything that you might need to in the back of this. And you can do it relatively easily without having to bend down, whatever, trying to avoid the lift gate here. You do have a nice mat. Again, it's hard to see with some storage underneath here. Walt, if you can kind of get that, I know you can kind of see it a little bit from there. So some really nice available storage underneath this that you can hide away some tools, whatever you might need to if you're running into an emergency kit, that sort of thing. Again, the mat right there. One thing, Walt, I'm going to have you stay there, and I'm actually going to put down this seat. It does have the 60/40 in terms of the second row seating, but real quick, show you how easy it is to put this down. Right here. Boom. And it's done like that. That was with one hand. Really simple, real easy. Not completely flat. You do have a slight hump right there that you have to get over, slight little incline. But again, if you're traveling with friends, family, whatever it is, maybe you've got 3 people and you all want to go snowboarding, skiing, especially here in Colorado, you have the availability of doing that with being able to put down these 2 seats, which is really nice and really handy. You also can, again, that second passenger in the front seat can move their seat back after you take out the headrest and that sort of thing. Some nice hooks right here on the side. One other thing, it's hard to see, but you do have some storage right down in here, again, that you can store more tools, water bottles, whatever you might do. No automatic lift gate, again, for $19,000 you wouldn't expect that, but a nice grab handle there. Push it, close it right there. So with that, let's kind of come around to this side. I'm going to put this seat up really quick. I'm actually going to show you as we kind of hop into the back seat here. So this seat right here is fit for about a 6-foot person. Normally Walt rides in here about 6'4" or so. we had to move this seat forward in order to get this second row back. So it's not necessarily a con, just something to keep in mind. We did have to move this seat forward a little bit in order to get this with the headrest down in front of it. Nice soft touch materials right here. There's no leather or anything like that, but this again, nice soft cloth touch material, nice water bottle storage right there, no pockets or anything down here. But again, keep in mind the price tag. You don't have any vents or anything of that sort back here. You have a little bit of a storage in the front. Just kind of take my word for it, lighting's terrible. And you do have some cup holders right here in the middle that folds down with the center console. Headroom, Walt, I'm not sure if you can kind of show that. Headroom is not too bad, especially once you get into the car right here. Getting out, I do have to kind of lean forward and head out. So something to keep in mind, the headroom is a little bit shorter in this vehicle right here. Getting in and out, however, relatively simple, especially for those ladies with a skirt. So with that, we'll actually head into the front seat, hop in, and then we'll hop back out and give you our opinion of the 2016 Scion IM. All right, fans, we're here for the front seat portion. Going to go over just real quick some of the quick features that you have in, and again, the 2016 Scion IM. As you can see from the door right there, very similar apportionments to the back of the, I guess, car. Walt, if you can kind of show them the soft touch on that front door right there with the nice soft cloth material. The storage compartments right there, including the water bottle storage, is really nice. As you kind of come into the front of the dash, this is a nice soft leather type feel right here. You have the glove box availability. Again, they've just done some nice features. I like what they've done here, made it really aggressive. Same style as the car that we drove before. Nice standard 7-inch touchscreen right there. You do have dual climate controls. Your power ports, auxiliary, and that, which we showed you during the driving portion a little bit more clearly. I like these seats. They hold you in here nice and tight. This car is not a race car by any means, but it will hold you going around any sort of corners. Nice and comfortable as well. This is the main difference between this car and the car we drove before, which is a CVT transmission. Right here, if you can see it, Walt, this, again, 6-speed manual that comes on this standard on this car. You have the option for the CVT as well as your traction control right here. But again, most of your, honestly, all of your shifting can be done right here. You don't have to really worry about that. It's just real nice. Overall, not a whole lot of changes. We mentioned this in the driving portion, the steering wheel controls. So with that, I'm going to hop out and give you our opinion of the 2016 Scion IM. All right, everyone, here's mine and our opinion of the 2016 Scion IM. What do we love about this car? Number one, love the price point. For underneath $20,000 with the manual transmission, fantastic car for a new young couple. If you're looking to buy a car, as someone that maybe you're not in a relationship, but you just want a new car, you live in an urban environment, a metropolitan area, need those tight parking spaces, you have to fit somewhere, perfect car for you. Or maybe honestly a first-time driver, if you're looking to buy this for maybe someone who's just getting their license, wanting to learn how to drive. Great car. You're going to get great reliability with Toyota. This does come with a 2-year initial 2-year scheduled maintenance for free. That's included in the price of this vehicle, which is huge. So that's your oil changes, tire rotations, things like that, and you'd have to check with your specific dealer to see what they say, but that's a great value for the money. This is also on the same platform as the Toyota Corolla, which for those of you know is an amazing seller for Toyota. It's fantastic. It's actually one of the worldwide leading sellers, and honestly, in any car in the entire world, to be honest with you. Absolutely fantastic. Shares the platform with that. It's a very safe car, fun car, sporty car to drive for those of you that are interested in it. What are the cons of this car? Honestly, I don't have too much. Some reviews are going to talk about the sporty drive, and you can find a car that's maybe a little bit more aggressive and more of a sport drive. Honestly, I didn't see that. I had a good time enjoying this car for what it is. Again, for that base price, it's a fun little hatchback. I like the looks on this car. I like this hatchback style that it gives you in terms of cargo capacity and cargo room. Would I like to see maybe a little bit more room in the second row? Absolutely. Maybe a little bit more cargo room? Absolutely. I do like the cargo space, but you can always have more room for that. But are those cons? You're going to have to be the judge. Those are just some of the things that we and I noticed personally. So with all that being said, this car has a value, $19,000 and some change. You're going to average above 30 miles per gallon between highway and city. Absolutely fantastic value for the money. If you're more interested in this car, head to Scion's website and also head to your local Scion dealer and tell them that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you.